Hello everyone, it's Sherry. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me in my craft room. I'm so excited to get in here and do some crafting today. I'm working on Roxy's weekly challenge. So this was her last Monday's challenge video where she made file folders out of book pages. So I am using book pages, but you know, if you watched my video doing this challenge, I always kind of take the inspiration and then do what I want to do. So I hope Rachel doesn't mind. But I wanted to show you real quick. I'm also excited about this. I dyed these papers today. Can you see that pretty pink color? Aren't these beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? I really love how these came out. And I will tell you what I used. I was having a can of beets today. Yes, you heard me right. A can of beets. So I was like, I see it on Facebook all the time. Oh, I use this. Oh, I use that. It was so pretty. I had to try it. And so that's what happened to me. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I used the beet juice. And it did not have any beets and, beet particles or anything in there. So that was good because I poured it in a bowl. I was like, I don't know about this. And I was like, well, it looks pretty clean. Looks clean. It looks like very watery. So I said, well, let me just try it and see what happens. So I just did this paper right here, just about what, dozen sheets of paper. And they came out so beautiful. I mean, first of all, I couldn't believe when I was putting it on the paper, it was so beautiful. And then when it dried, can you see the little bit of darkness around, dark pink around the border too? That is so pretty. So anyway, they came out really nice, and I don't want to spend too much time on this so we can get started on the challenge, Rachel's challenge. But the last couple here, I have a big tablecloth where I do my dyeing, and I have coffee dyeing on one end, and the other end is kind of clean, or it is clean, like no coffee on it. Because the other end I've done so much coffee dyeing on it that it's kind of like stained now. It's like pointless to wash it off. I just do my coffee dyeing there, and it's just the coffee side. The other side, I do my avocado dyeing, so and I wash it off and things, so the other side is clean. And so I put this, I ran out of room in the clean end, and I put a couple in the coffee end, and or side or whatever, and they got a little coffee on there, but I knew that would happen, and I like that. I like the combination of, now I've got kind of like coffee dyed, beet dyed paper. So can you see the little bit of brown there? That's from the coffee. And this one, there's a couple more that had on it, but I really can't see it now. Maybe it was more apparent when it was drying, but now that it's dried, I don't even see the coffee on anything else. Just this one is more apparent where you see the brown. Anyway, I think those will be fun to use in my journals. They don't feel like they have any food residue, just in case you want to know. I don't know what is in that beet, the water around the beets in a can of beets, but yeah, whatever it is very watery, and I don't know if it's actually beet juice or if it's just some kind of food coloring, but I need to look. I think I'll get the can out and look at the ingredients and just so I know for my own satisfaction of curiosity. But so we're making file folders this week, and Rachel made let's see, she made a book page file folder. So book pages. I made one out of a Edith Holden book page here. I just folded it up so that the picture on this side would be upright. Here's what it looks like on the back. So the picture on the back is upside down. Here's what it looks like on the inside. And you know how I don't like to cover things up. So I put the word notes right there and a little tiny label right here. And then I thought, because I picture this as being, this can be a pocket. This can be a writing spot if you have a place to write. Or it can be a little booklet, right? You can put some paper in here and sew it in, or, with a sewing machine, or, 2-hole pamphlet stitch or 3-hole pamphlet stitch or something like that. So, or staple it in. Anyway, it could be a little booklet. So I was thinking maybe this could be a little booklet so I don't have to cover up the Edith Holden picture here. So I'm going to save that to make a little booklet out of it. And then these are what I did with the book pages. So book pages, I've got book pages here, and I glued them onto a piece of file folder, and I got a piece of book page music paper, and I glued that onto a file folder. And so she was making file folders. And I was using this paper cutter. I'm going to need that. Yeah, I'm going to need that right before I get that out. I'm going to cut these in half. Well, this is how I make my file folders. So I'm going to cut these in half. Let me see. So this one is about 8.5 inches. So 4, about right there, 4 1/4, something like that. It's the middle. It doesn't have to be exact. So about, let me eyeball it too. See if I think I'm in the middle. Yeah, that looks like the middle. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. So we have 2 long pieces there. And then this one is the other side of the file folder where it's a little smaller and I had to cut the tab off or whatever. So I'm going to cut this one in half. This one is 7.5, so about, what, 3.5, 3 3/4 maybe. Something like that. Let me eyeball it again. Looks like it probably is about the middle there. So there we have those 2 pieces. So these will be mini. These are going to be mini file folders, which is what I like really because they can fit in just about any journal. And then what I'm going to do, I want to have the book page on the outside of my folder, my little mini file folder, and I want to have the music, book page on the outside, blank on it inside for writing. So I have a little extra here, music page. Let me cut that off. Yeah, I did a little bit of work before the video, because I only have 30 minutes on my phone to record per video. So I got this ready before the video. Just glued the book page or the music page down on the file folder with some art glitter glue to make sure, everything stays where I put it. So now, let's see my file folder. Let me see, it's going to be about like this, the front piece. And see, that is upright right now. The back is going to be upside down, but that's okay. So I'm going to fold this just to get the size of the front of my file folder. So I'm going to fold this nicely, and then I'm going to cut right here, leaving room for a tab, my tab. I'm going to make a tab with my envelope punch board here. That's how I make my file folders, if you haven't seen that before. If you haven't seen me do that, this is a very handy tool. If you don't have one, I have it linked in my Amazon store down below my video in the descriptions. Okay, so this is what we have. I cut this piece off, and we can use this for journaling card or tags or something. Or we could even make a little mini file folder out of it. I will see what we do with that. Maybe we'll make a little teeny tiny file folder. But anyway, here you have a little strip right here, and this is where we're going to make our tab. So all you do is put this in the middle of the little, there's a little cutout right here. I'm sure most of you have seen this before. A little cutout, and you put it right in the middle and punch like that, and you've got one side of your tab. And then I put it, you can make your tab any size you want. You can make it teeny tiny, or you can make it, I just kind of make it look like a normal tab. So I put it like over, say I'm putting it on the 2 right now. This side right here is lined up with the 2 inches, and then punch again. And there you have your tab, and we're going to cut this piece off just with our scissors. The trick is to try to get this straight, over to that little cutout section. You can straighten it out if it's not straight the first time, but there you go. That looks pretty straight. And then you can do a couple of things. You can use there's a corner rounder on the back of this, which you can use to round all your corners, and that makes it look really nice. Or you can use a separate corner rounder, or you can do a little fancy thing with make a little fancy corners with this. And that, well, let's do it here, because it looks nice right here, and it kind of makes a little fancy corner. I'll show you. See that? Makes a little fancy. That's what I call a fancy corner. So that's pretty cute, right? Make a little fancy corner. Make one there. Make one here. See, now you have like little fancy corners. Isn't that cute? I like it. So then we can decorate these or whatever we want to do. So we'll make a couple more. We made one music. Let's make one out of at least one out of one of our book pages here. Let's use this top part. Well, that we will be using the top part because we're going to fold it up like this. I need to cut a little slit off here though, because I got a piece of a little tiny sliver of my file folder showing there up over the top of the book page. So I'm going to cut that off. And I have a little sliver over here on the side too. So let me cut that off. So I can just have all book page. I don't want that file folder sticking out like that. And these book pages I used here are naturally distressed. I didn't do any extra distressing on them. So, I mean, you can distress this if you want, but I'm not really worried about that right now. Maybe later if I feel like it needs it, I could do it. You know, I don't have to do it now. Okay, so the same thing. We're going to cut a little sliver here where we're going to cut our tab. So another little, try not to make that too big. Let's see, yeah, that's good. Okay, see, like that. Okay, so that's extra. Now we're going to make, see, you can make your, on this one we made the tab over here. This time we'll make it over on this side. And you can make one in the middle too, but this time we're going to make one over here. So you just do the opposite. You still put it in the middle, but you're over here now. Punch your little punch, and then you turn it over to get your 2-inch mark and punch this side. There you have it, a little. Then you cut your, see there we have our tab, and we're going to cut this little piece off here. So I'm going to turn it over so I can see. Kind of. It's kind of a little bit harder to see from the back here, but we're cutting up to this point right here, just straight up. So I'm just going to try to line my scissors up there and make a straight cut over. Okay, yep. Okay, so we made a fancy cut here. Let's do this one. We'll do the corner rounder on here on this one so you can see the difference. So this is the corner rounder back here on the envelope punch board, in case you haven't seen this before. You just go around, punch your little corners, just like a corner rounder, any other corner rounder. And there on this one we have rounded corners, and that looks good too. So we'll put that to the side for right now, because we might not have time to make any more. And we'll get all our little pieces out of the way here. And throw those away. So now we can decorate these. Let's see. Here's what they look like on the back. Here's the book page. So, and you saw that Edith Holden, that one's kind of already decorated. So I thought I pulled out just some words here, some labels, which are right here in my little staple box. So I keep them. These are labels that I've printed out and cut out, so I have those ready to go all the time. And my Edith Holden people, thought that would be fun. And I'm going to grab a tissue because I have my allergies as always. Okay, so let's first let's put an Edith Holden person on here, because we're going to need to find some little people here, right? Can't use any of these big people. We're going to find some little people, because these are little file folders. So let's find some people that fit on here. Put the big people back over there, like out of the way. And that guy's not going to fit. This is not going to fit. All the big ones out of the way. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to sort all of these right now. Just kind of get a couple out of the way here. Okay, so this little baby, what is he, 1 or so? Oh, he's actually too big. Okay, so he's too big, smaller than this. I'm going to put this here as a guide, smaller than this guy, this little guy. Okay, so here's some little ladies here. They look cute. Oh, they would fit perfectly. You can put them either way, in the middle, either side. And let's find one. I like them, so let's find another one smaller than him that will fit on here. Oh, is this smaller or the same? It's about the same. This little man is cute. Would he fit? Oh, he would He would fit. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to just make it simple, because I like the music. I want to see the music, and I want to see the text from the back book page. That's kind of one reason I did it like this. I wanted to see. I didn't want to just collage on top of this. I wanted to be able to see the book page. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue just to go ahead and glue these down. And these will be nice neutral pieces that can go in any journal. So it's, you know, you wouldn't have to be afraid to make a bunch of these because they could be used in a colorful journal or a botanical journal or a vintage journal. They're just fun little additions to a journal. And they're since they're file folder, they're nice and strong, and you can do anything with them. You know, I was thinking writing spot, but like I said, there's several uses. So we glued that guy down on that side, and I think we're going to glue these ladies down on the same side, left-hand side here of the file folders. And then we'll look for a word and maybe a label. Okay, so aren't they cute? I really like both of them, really. The file folder and the music. I kind of want to see what they both look like. I have some Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. I really wanted to get that out too and make some file folders with that. I thought that would be really cool because there's some like newsprint and stuff in there. But I was like, no, that's too far from what Rachel was doing. She wasn't just using scrapbook paper. She was using, you know, book pages and collaging. But I'm not collaging. I'm just using the book pages. So anyway, let's see. Labels and words. So I've got, I don't think I'm going to want to use the green words there, but I've got all of these pretty words here. They're all neutral. I wouldn't mind if it stood out a little bit. So let's put, but I don't want the colorful ones. So there's some darker ones on here that could stand out. Let's see. Oh, this says Professor of Music. I wonder if that would be cool to put on here because it says music and this is music. Hello. I think that would be all right. Professor of Music. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just some words that could be fun. Let's put it right in the middle here. So I could add more later. Like I don't have anything else here to put on it. Well, I have my scrap box here too. We might look through that in a second after we put some words on here and see if there's anything else. I think that's a little crooked. Now I might have to put some glue on there to make sure it sticks down since I pulled it back up. And this time I got to make up my mind. I think I'm going to put it on a line so I can get it on there straighter. Because I put it in that blank spot and it was kind of crooked. Okay, so I'm going to put it on top of this line of music here. And that way I will be sure that it's straight. See, that worked out well. Right on top of that line. Okay, so now a word for this guy and his dog. Let's see what we have here. The big moon shines in the sky. Kind of random, but get the original and genuine. Let me see. By the light of the moon. Exploring. That's a light word though. Well, some of the words have a light background and then a dark word. Like this right here. Till morning light. Before you say goodnight. Funny, some of the words that they put on these things are like, really? You couldn't think of anything? Here, just at the moment. How about that? I like that one. Just at the moment. Whatever. He's walking his dog just at this moment. Now, I know I have words all over this, so I think I'm going to put this up here where it stands alone and try to get it straight. Okay, I think that's nice. Just at the moment and Professor of Music. So now do we want to label? Because on the Edith Holden one, I put a little label up there where the tab is. And I think that looks nice. Let me get my little pin in here. Okay, so a little label, which is right here. These are my labels. Let's put this little guy back in the pile. And see on the Edith Holden, I have a little tiny label there. Right here, a little blue, so it would stand out so you could see it. And then I put the word notes on there. So I've got this little label, but this is probably going to be too... I was going to use this, and then I put glue on it, and then I decided not to use it, so I just put it down on a piece of paper so I could use it later or cut it out again because I didn't want to waste it. So let's see. We can use, I've got red, kind of a navy blue, and I think there's some green in here. There was, unless I used them all, because I really like the green ones. I like the red ones too, but it has to be the right thing for the red. So I might have to dump these out so I can find the small ones. So I've got some big ones in here too. Let's see what these are. Oh, these are dictionary meaning, dictionary meanings. Here's a little one, like a neutral. It's just barely too big. So these are too big. Here's one, a little one, and it's neutral. I could put that there. Yes, that'll fit there. Let's just go for it. We're not gonna. If we find one that fits, we're just gonna go for it. We're not gonna, waste time. Not gonna waste time. So yeah, I did a lot of crafting yesterday, or today is Sunday. This will be published on Monday. But Saturday I did a lot of crafting, and so this morning, Sunday morning and Sunday, I had to get my work done, my housework, and I had some plants that I had got at the nursery at Lowe's, Home Improvement. Only 2. I wasn't gonna like overdo it. Plus it was a little cold yesterday, so I didn't know how the weather was going to be today. That looks nice, don't you think? And then something can be written on there, a date or a word. And so we're going to find another one for this one. So yeah, I went out this morning and planted my 2 plants. They're columbine. They're pretty pink columbine plant, flowering plants. And they're shade. I was looking for shade plants because on my north side of my house, where I usually plant my vegetable garden, the trees, oh, that looks nice. The trees have gotten bigger, and so there's even more shade than when we first moved in here. And so like nothing wants to grow over there anymore. My vegetables don't want to grow over there anymore. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just make it a shade garden. That'll be easier anyway. I won't have to tend it like I do a vegetable garden, except for pulling weeds or killing weeds or whatever. That looks nice. Okay, so we've got a word, we've got a label, and we've got a little Tim Holtz person. So I got that done, planted my plants, and the start of a shade. I already have the start of shade garden. I had hosta over there already, lots of hostas. Let's see, what do I have in my scrap box here? Let's bring her over here. Well, maybe I won't bring her over. Let's see, I have some of these In Love Arts greenery here for handiness, so I could use them. So maybe I'll get some of those and put some greenery on here. That would be cool. And yeah, I already took the back off of these so I could use them. So let's see if we can use one on here. They're very sticky, so you don't have to put glue on these. Maybe put one right here. Or crossed. I'm not sure about these. I wasn't really thinking of using. Oh, that kind of looks nice though, covering the whole. Well, that would cover our word though. How about over here? Yeah, I think I like this one over here. I'm going to cut it off. I'm just going to stick it down like this. I get unglued from my fingers, and then I'll cut it off, and we'll use the rest. Maybe we'll be able to use the rest over there. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. All right, that's cool, right? Awesome. Yeah, that's my little In Love Arts acetate greenery that I had showed you in that video, or 2 videos. Well, this is not really an In Love Arts video, but I had these. I had taken this backing. Oh, that looks nice, don't you think? Yeah, I like that. I had taken the back off so they'd be ready to use, and then I didn't use them yet, so they're hanging on my. They're hanging without, like this, out their backing on my little scrap box. Okay. That's a little ragged looking, so I don't like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to use that somewhere else. Let me stick that back over here on my box. Get it off my finger. It's so sticky. I think that's the well, this one, well, I guess it has something coming in, but I think I need more than one. That's probably the problem. I need more than one branch. It just looks lonely with just one branch. I wouldn't mind a flower or something. Let me see what else I have in my scrap box. I think I still have some time here. Oh, this is a little bright. I have some flowers here, but this is a little bright. So let's see what else I have. See if I have. Oh, here's a bunny. What about a bunny? Bunnies go everywhere, don't they? They'll just go anywhere, I think. We'll put him there as a possibility. And, oh, here's some words. We already have words. Let's see what else. I would bring my box over there so you guys could see it, but it's got all those stickers hanging on it. So they're, you know, they would get stuck on everything. Here's some rub-ons. I don't know if I want to try these again right now because I'm still learning how to use them, but there's a cute little bee there we could use. That would be cool. One of these little bees. I think that would be neat if I could handle it. Let me see. Let me see if I know how to use this. All right, I think I need to cut out the piece I want to use first of all. Let's see, it's sticky on the back. I gotta be careful because I already did that once where I got one stuck on my finger and then kind of ruined it, I think, because I have never used rub-ons before, and I still haven't. This is, you're seeing it right now. This is my first time I'm actually going to use one in the right way. So, because I didn't know these were rub-ons. They came in at something that didn't tell me anything about them. I just thought they were stickers. So let me see. I'm going to rub on this little bee right here over in the corner. Let's see, what do I have to rub it on with? Let me use a marker because it's smaller. I don't have my bone. Well, I do have my bone folder. Hold on. There's a bone folder in the little envelope punch board. I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to put this little bee right here. If this is how you do it, oops, this is how you do it, then we'll see. I think you just rub. It's called a rub-on, right? Rub it and it sticks down. That is my impression of how you do this. So, excuse me if I'm being clueless. But, oh, look at that. Yay! And it looks cute. Awesome. Wow. I'm so impressed with these. Wow, that is so cool. First time you saw it, guys. There's a little button here. I'm going to rub the button on here, too. Now that we're having fun with rub-ons, let's do it again. So I'm rubbing with my little bone folder that came with my memory punch board. Real good, as you can see, probably overdoing it. And it came out perfect. And there's one other little, I guess that's a little button or something. I might as well use that. So let's put that over here in the corner too. You know the magic of 3. So it's 3 little things over here. And I think that'll look good. And I know I'm overdoing it. I've never used these before. So I want to make sure it comes off of this plastic. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. I like the rub-ons. Isn't that neat? And they look so like part of the page even. That is so cool. Well, I think I love rub-ons. All right. I hope you don't mind me learning with you guys. So anyway, I think I'm going to end it here because we probably don't have time to do another whole one. But I hope you enjoyed this week's Roxy's Weekly Challenge. And I'll link Rachel's. I always try to, link her video before so you can see what she did. But see, here's my idea. I wanted to have it strong, and I wanted to have, that empty space to do whatever I want with. And then you're still using some of your music or your text, book pages. And doesn't that look cute? Both of them. I love both of them. And I love this one too. All very cute, and they can fit this size. Can fit in a pocket or in pretty much in any journal, right? So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that. I totally enjoyed it, especially the rub-ons. And I'll see y'all next time. Happy crafting.